So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Here goes tonight. 180. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Motion.
Goff on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Shift. Check three. 2 for 1. Okay.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
4 down. Check three. Tight dog. Check 31. Super. Check 26.
Here's Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 36 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
58, right there. Check the out, check the out, check the out. 59, spot, no. 58, boys, 58.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll run for it with Miller. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Put your hands on it.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Big Ed. He's checking. Scratch.
2 for 66.
You got time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Watch the whip.
Here's Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go again.
Check. Hold on. Check.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Motion. Mike 41. All you get is a headache.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Again, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Open man is QT, complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson dancing, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Why?
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now Goff. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Cut. 180.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 37, check 37.
They run. It's Gurley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Shell.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
That's trash. That's trash. Hold the loop, hold the loop, hold. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Let's go.
He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Watson, and this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting...
3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do?